guys. I'm out of breath because I just walked in the house. But I'm coming to give you guys a pregnancy update. We are 31 weeks pregnant as of this past Tuesday. Today is October 14th. Don't mind the bitching. I'm trying to get myself comfortable. Anyway, today is October 14th, and I went and turned 31 weeks on October 12th. So, of course, we're not here to update on 31 weeks. We're here to update on weeks 29 and 30. So, previously, in the previous videos, I informed you guys that I had received the diagnosis of gestational diabetes. And I would be lying if I told you that that diagnosis did not immediately send me into paranoia. So I have had to count my carbs, lower the carbs, lower my added sugars and whatnot in order to maintain a healthy, I'm trying not to cry, you guys, to maintain a healthy blood sugar level. So the risk with having high blood sugar when you're pregnant, because right now everything that's going on with weeks 29 and 30 all center around gestational diabetes. That is the elephant in the room. So right now, the concerns with having high blood sugar levels inside of the body while you're pregnant, the adverse reactions is, one, your baby can become bigger. And if you're planning on having a vaginal birth, you can run into the situation where you have shoulder dystocia. And shoulder dystocia is where the shoulders are bigger or wider than the birth canal, and the head will fit into the birth canal, but then when it's time to pass the shoulders through, the baby could potentially get stuck, and that could potentially be harmful and deadly to the baby. That's the first thing. The main concern that you have with elevated blood sugar levels while pregnant is, and I didn't realize this until the doctor told me, the baby produces its own blood sugar levels as well. And then it pulls blood sugar levels from mom. So it's got its blood sugar levels here, and then it's dumping mom's blood sugar levels into it as well. So the baby gets accustomed to having higher levels of blood sugar in their body. And as a result, when the baby is born, the baby's body doesn't know and realize that it's not still dependent upon mom. So it still wants this extra blood sugar, but this extra blood sugar has been eliminated because of birth. So you could have potential health issues with baby's blood sugars plummeting and having a hard time controlling their level of blood sugar. So that's the concern. We have not been having good blood sugar levels. I just have to be honest with you guys. I try to be transparent as possible. Even with the counting of the carbs and knowing what I can eat and what I couldn't eat, I still was hungry. So it was either continue to do what I'm doing and it not produce any good numbers, or we do some type of intervention with it. So I am currently taking insulin to help control my blood sugar levels, in addition to watching what I eat. And I do I was told at 30 weeks that I am okay and cleared to begin to do mild cardio for 30 minutes. So that's what I'm doing. My pregnancy symptoms. I am going to the bathroom more. And I don't know if that is a side effect of the gestational diabetes, or if it's a side effect from the fact that baby boy puts pressure on my bladder. But yes, I wake up generally 2, maybe 3 times a night to go to the bathroom. And when I first wake up in the morning, I still have an urgency to go to the bathroom like I normally do when I wake up. I am having tremendous amounts of heartburn, to where I'm feeling it get to my throat, where, you know, I feel the burning sensation. Right now, chewable Tums is helping. I don't know how long that's going to help, but it's helping. I have not had any more morning sickness. I still have my food aversions. I do have certain smells that just bother me when it comes to when the food is being prepared and cooked. So yeah, that is a situation for me now. And he is becoming heavy. I somewhat do kick counts because I've never really did kick counts before with the other pregnancy. So that's why I say I somewhat do kick counts. I know generally when he's up and active and when he's not. So he's usually very much active when I first wake up. And by breakfast time, he calms down and he's back moving again around lunch. And it's sporadic from lunch till bedtime. But as soon as I lay down for bed and I lay down on my left side, big bro man just wants to stretch it out. Surprisingly, my blood pressure is fine. Has been fine the entire pregnancy. I was very much concerned about my blood pressure levels because I have high blood pressure outside of pregnancy. But once I got pregnant, they did change my medications to pregnancy safe blood pressure medications. And I have to say, these 2 medications I'm taking is amazing. My numbers are textbook. So I average 117/84 for my blood pressures. And that has never been my story. That's not been about partaking of sharing with people. Another side effect is, I don't know if you guys are noticing, my locks are growing, you guys. Shrinkage is the work of the enemy. But yeah, baby is making my hair grow. He's making my hair get thicker. I usually do a rinse in my hair because I am allergic to hair dyes. And my perimeter is gray. And I can't seem to keep up with the frequency and speed of how my hair grows. I am going to color it today or tomorrow because I've got my milk bath photo shoot this weekend and I am going to be sharing it with you guys. I am doing 2 different photo shoots for my pregnancy. So I'm doing a milk bath photo shoot this weekend on the 16th. I'm super excited about it because I've been seeing pictures of milk baths and I'm just like, that is so awesome. So I can't wait to do that. I'm doing that Saturday on the 16th. And then the following Saturday on the 23rd will be my actual maternity photo shoot. I've got the 3 dresses that I am going to wear. I have one more thing that I need to get for said photos because one of my dresses is in need of a prop in the pictures. I'm just extra like that. And that's it. I've gotten an idea of what I want done with my locks. My pictures this weekend, I'm just going to color my hair and rock my locks in its natural form. But for the actual maternity shoot, I will be doing something to my hair. I've not worn a lock style in the 2 years I've had locks. So I'm super excited about that. I will take the time to show you guys a bump check. I'm not complaining anymore, but I've gained no weight this pregnancy. So my pre-pregnancy weight was 216 pounds. I had lost weight in the beginning. I had lost 5 pounds in the beginning, so I got down to 211, 210. I have stayed in that 210 to 12 range my entire pregnancy. So I am currently 212. I at one point got back to 215, but then I'm at 212. But baby is still measuring on point. I do have a growth scan with my high-risk doctor, better known as a maternal fetal medicine doctor, on the 19th of this month, which is next Tuesday. I do have an appointment with him to do a growth scan, and we'll see how baby is doing. And I'll give you guys an update on that growth scan. But yeah, it's like, you know, we're in the last leg of it. We hit the milestone of 30 weeks. So now my next milestone, given that I have the gestational diabetes diagnosis, is to get to 36 weeks safely. It is not going to be a situation where I go into labor naturally. I will be induced, but starting at 36 weeks, it's my understanding I will begin at-home natural induction processes. So I will be looking up some things that I can do for that. I have been consulting with my doula, and she has made it very clear that she is able to help me get naturally induced and use minimal medications to induce me, because I am doing a vaginal birth after cesarean. Well, trial of labor after cesarean. It's what they call going in labor. And then when you actually successfully do it, then you can say you had a VBAC. So I am also very much prepared. So I am recording another video as soon as I end this video. So don't be talking about me in the comments or talking about me to your friends when you see that I have the same outfit on in the next video that I share, because I am going to record what I've packed in my hospital bag. I do have my hospital bag together. It's just a little bit of stuff I need to add to it that is makeup stuff, because I am going to be taking some photos with little man, but nothing that's critical that I absolutely have to have in the bag if I, you know, just spontaneously went into labor right now. But yeah, let me show you guys baby boy's bump. So this is the side view. I don't really feel that much has changed with it. He is head down, and last I checked, he was feet on the going this direction, back curved this way, and head that way. So yeah, I want you guys to be happy on purpose, and see you this weekend when I record my milk bath photo shoot. Toodoo. All right, you guys. So I just told you guys I was ending the video, but I wanted to show you what all it entails with my blood sugar. So I am on the Free Light, I think it's called. Yeah, Freestyle Freedom Light system. So in my thing, it comes with a little monitor like this, a little folder. It just fell out, and it has everything's just falling out. It has compartments for the finger prick. It goes here. These are the testing strips. This is the actual monitor. These are the lancets that I actually use to stick my finger. And what you guys just saw fall out are alcohol swabs. So what I have with it is my clinic has a form that I fill out for them to be able to track my glucose levels. And yeah, so I check mine in the morning before I eat or drink. So it's your fasting blood sugar levels are when you go 8 hours without eating or drinking. And then I eat breakfast and I test 1 hour after breakfast. Then when I eat lunch, 1 hour after lunch, and so forth, 1 hour after dinner. I am allowed 2 snacks in there in between breakfast and lunch and dinner. I sometimes eat it, I sometimes don't. It just all depends on how I feel. A good fasting blood sugar level is anything 95 or lower. Well, not anywhere from 95 to 70 is healthy. Anything below 70, I'm considered in the low range. Anything after I've eaten, anything above 140 is high. So I've eaten breakfast, and it is time for me to do my blood sugar check. So we're gonna see. Another thing that I have with me, because I'm not always home when I check my blood sugar, is this is a portable sharps container. I got this when I was going through the IVF process with the egg retrieval, when we had to do the stems. So I got this, and I do switch them out. I have more. It came in like a set of 5s. I got this off Amazon, and I have a bigger sharps container that I put this in. So what I'll do is once I'm done with all this, then I'll work on disposing it. And you may say this is gross, but I conserve paper. I like to have a paper towel saved in here that I use to soak up the blood when I prick my finger. It's my blood, it's my machine. I don't use it with anybody else, but that's what I use. So first thing first, I will need a lancet, a testing strip, alcohol swab, and my lancet holder. So in it, you have this little number here that says 1. It comes preset to 1, and that's just the strength that it sticks your finger. So I left it at 1, and I grab the gray area and I pop that off. This is where I'm going to stick the lancet. And there's 2, I don't know if you can see, there's 2 little ridges on this one. I am going to push this lancet in until you get to the top ridge. I'm trying to do it so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I've pushed it into the top one, and now I'm just going to twist this top off. And I just set that to the side. And when I'm putting the back on, the window where the number 1 is, I am making sure it is lined up with this gray button here. And I just pop it on. Now, after you do that, you pull the trigger, and this right here is going to pop up. This is the button I'm going to push when I get ready to prick my finger. You can take the monitor out of here. I generally don't. I leave it in there. For the sake of this video, I'm going to take it out. So I don't push this in all the way. I just push it like that. Nothing is populating up. When it's ready to go, I'll push it in, and it'll have a little code on there that shows me it's ready. So I'm just going to take this off, open up the alcohol swab. I used this finger this morning, so I'm going to use my middle finger. I come to you and I tell you, yeah, it was $100 million. Don't worry, there's no guns, nothing. It's a piece of pie. $100 million, no guns. Y'all don't excuse me. I'm watching this show on Netflix called Heist, and it's going to the next episode. So I make sure I pop this open and I just prop it somewhere so it doesn't get stuff everywhere. Now I had showed you that the screen doesn't have anything on it because I didn't push it on the way. So when I push it in the way, it lights up the numbers. And then a little blood is going to show. When it starts doing that little thing right there, then it's saying it's ready. So I've learned that if you prick the outside of your fingers instead of pricking the metal tip of your finger, it is less painful. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, hit. And I tend to squeeze the middle of my finger until I get a little droplet. Stick it on there until it beeps. Grab my napkin just to soak that up. It shouldn't take much pressing. And let's see what we got. Technically, I am in range. So anything 140, anything less than or equal to 140 is within range. So my blood sugar levels are within range. On the bag has a little holder for a pen, so I always have a pen with me. So I just go and I'm gonna document this on here. And I'm going to verify the time. The time on my monitor is not correct, and I don't feel like going through the steps to correct it. So then I just put the time. Oh, I'm looking for my phone. I'm writing on my phone. So I took this at 9:49 a.m. So I'm good to go. This paper, I literally folded into 4s. It fits back in here. So now let's clean up our mess. This is the cap from the needle. Goes in the sharps container. Pop that top off. Be careful because that still is stuck. That still is sharp. Drop that into the sharps container. Pop it back on. Stick it back into its compartment. And you don't have to turn it on and off. It does have an on and off button for this, but you don't have to use it. It'll power off after you take the chest strip out. Because this has my blood connected to it, it goes into the sharps container as well. And see, it timed itself out. I'm going to slide this back in here. And that's it. So breakfast, I did have good levels, and I was craving McDonald's, so I did go get me a McGriddle, a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle with an OJ. So I did pretty good with my blood sugar levels. Granted that I did not eat the best of breakfast this morning. And then the pen goes here. Every night I do take this insulin here. It's called, let me see if I can get it to focus on it. There we go. Is it focusing? There we go. It's called Lantus, and it's preloaded. If you have looked at my IVF videos or you're going through IVF yourself, it really does remind me of the Gonalef pen. You dial it up like the Gonalef pen. It has the same attachments. And again, I put all my sharp stuff in here. And I do that I am to do that every night at 9. into my belly. I could put it in my thigh or my arm, but being that I'm administering it myself, I will do belly, and I'm doing it just like I did with my IVF stuff. And I'm going to switch sides. So last night I injected on the right side of my belly, and when I do it, I don't have the sharp on here, just, you know, for obvious reasons. But when you go in at a 90-degree angle. Generally, you would pick the fatty part of your belly. I don't have a fatty part of my belly because I'm pregnant. So tonight when I do it, I would literally, you know, go on this side because I did the right side. And it's not that bad. The needles are not that big. I'll show you. This is the needle size. So now you see why I say it looks like the Ghana left pin. If you did IVF. If you didn't do IVF, then disregard what I said. But this is the thinness of it didn't feel so bad. I psyched myself up with getting it. I think I was more apprehensive with the fact that I'm actually taking insulin than doing the insulin shot. So, yeah, let me get you guys fixed back. Thanks for tuning in. And I do have an app that's on my phone, and I keep track of that as well. It actually it makes it easier to keep up with the averages of what my sugar levels are and whatnot. So I will add that 140 reading to there. I'm very happy to know that it's borderline. So that means that the insulin I put into my system last night with my insulin shot is working. And that when I do my insulin shot tonight, it will definitely be helping control it, because my insulin levels are right now, because that was my first shot last night, I only have 12 hours of the insulin in there before I do my shots. I mean my ratings. I keep my monitor in this sharps container in my purse, just because it's easier to locate and keep up with it, especially if I'm not home and I'm grabbing lunch on the go, or I'm grabbing dinner on the go. If it's already in my purse, then it's easier to do so. My insulin injection, I have a window from 9 to 11 p.m. So if I go to bed between 9 and 11, then that's the window that they want me to take it at. They just want me to take it at night. I generally go to sleep between no later than 10. 9:30 is about when I'm ready to conk out. And I'm about to take a nap. And then when I wake up, who's to say what I'm going to eat for lunch? I have been doing my best to eat 3 different meals. I normally don't eat 3 meals, but I'm doing my best to eat 3 meals these days. So yeah, hopefully you guys don't have to go down this journey as far as gestational diabetes, but it's not as bad as I wrapped it up to be. As long as you listen to what they say and do what they say, you're going to be fine. I got a dietary book. I know what drinks to not drink. Honestly, diet drinks are not that bad. I've been drinking, if I go out to eat, I hit a diet soda. If I'm not on a water kick, I am definitely on a huge water kick. I have a refrigerator in my room, but as soon as I hit stop on this video, I will be going to get me a bottle of water, and I'm gonna lay down and take a nap. So be happy on purpose, and I will see you guys in the next entry.